Instead of forgiving, do this. Love the wound more than you hate the one who caused it. And for some people, hate is a strong word. So instead of using the word hate, you can say, love the wound more than you're upset with the one who caused it. Love the wound more than you're resenting the one who caused it. Fuck the person who, mind my language, but let go of the thought or focusing at all on a person who hurt you, and instead bring love to yourself, bring love to the part of you that's hurt, bring love to the part of you that's bothered. So if there's anger, sometimes it's important to process anger in a healthy way. And I would just say with forgiveness, if you're upset with if someone did something horrendous that traumatized you, you're not going to go from being traumatized and then let's just forgive the person. That's ridiculous. So this isn't a goal that anyone should have, is forgive the person, because you may have been through something really traumatic or tragic or something that you're not just going to forgive the person. But in my experience, you absolutely can get to a space, even when something horrendous was done, you can get to a space of just not giving a fuck about the person and feeling a sense of actual peace and amicability, surprisingly, even from someone who may have done something traumatic, if you can fully love and heal the wound. And so instead of focusing or thinking about the person at all, instead focus on what part of you was hurt, where is there pain inside of you, and bring love to that place and focus on the healing. And depending on what it was, it may be really important to get therapy. There are, especially if it was something traumatic, there are therapists who specialize in the type of trauma that you went through, and you can find them on Psychology Today. So this isn't sponsored. I would highly suggest not to listen to the people who are going off sponsored things. There's a pretty controversial mental health thing that gets sponsored on a lot of YouTube videos. Please just look up the controversy, and I'm not going to name names, but you've probably heard many videos be sponsored by them. Look up their name and controversy and see how they actually sell people's private, really intimate data to social media platforms, crazy things. Anyways, please don't go with them. Psychology Today is a website that is actually recommended by doctors to find qualified, legitimate, good mental health professionals. So this will either be a social worker or a psychologist. I've worked with both, and both have been very helpful. And I always choose to go with someone if I've been through something traumatic. I choose to go work with someone who specializes in that type of trauma, and they may have decades of experience working in therapy with people who've been through that specific thing. And when you fully dive into your healing and giving love to the wound and focusing on the part of you that's needing that love and focus and attention and care, then you can fully heal from anything. I truly believe that everything is healable. I've healed from everything I've been through in my life, which has been a lot. And this has worked for me. So this is why I'm sharing it. It's from experience, and it's very powerful to go from a space of being traumatized by something. And if you think of the person, then just feeling all of this anger and all these different feelings that are so uncomfortable, to then getting to a space where I actually had a dream recently about someone who did something traumatic in my life. And in the dream, I felt complete peace and almost this sense of amicability, which was unfathomable at one point before. And I didn't have the intention, let me forgive this person that did this horrendous thing. Instead, I just focused on loving the wound and fully healing till I got to a point where that person just doesn't matter. And I also believe that we choose on a soul level, which depending on what your beliefs are, you may not believe this, that's completely fine. But I believe on a soul level that certain things, especially traumatic things that we go through in life, we choose on a soul level to experience it to an extent in order to help with either healing something from a past life, if you believe in that again, or from moving through that journey of coming back to a space of love no matter what happens in life. And this is something that I believe is the purpose of life, is coming back to that space of love and tolerance and forgiveness and acceptance no matter what happens. And there can be atrocities that happen. And instead of focusing on trying to forgive someone when you're in that state of pain, it's so important, like I started saying too, is to let yourself feel the anger. And I'm making a video on processing anger in a healthy way. So when that's ready, I'll link it up here and down in this video description. And if you can move through that anger in a healthy way and let it up and let it come out, sometimes when we fully move through that anger, we can then get more to the pain and the grief that might exist under that, and then moving through the pain and the grief and just move through all of the emotions in a healthy way. And so I talk about therapy, but for me, I actually made a list of all the healing modalities I've used in my life, and it was about 50 of them, which I might make a separate video on that too if you're curious or interested in knowing all the different ones, because this is something I feel like it's part of my life purpose and my mission in this life is to help people heal and come back to that space of love that we're all intending to be in. When we come into this planet as souls, this is all of our goal or mission, is to be in a state of love regardless of what happens in this weird world. And so energy healing helped me a lot too. Meditation helped me. Plant medicine and fungal medicines helped. So all these different tools and modalities for healing are really important to just bring love to the part of you that is hurting and upset in this process. So please stop focusing on trying to forgive anyone that has hurt you, and instead focus on loving the wound more than you're upset with them. So love the wound more than you resent them. Love the wound more than you despise them or whatever you're feeling towards them. Choose instead to love the wound and fully go into the healing journey and the healing process, because you absolutely can fully heal it. And life is so much more freeing and liberating and peaceful and joyful and loving when you get to a space of having fully healed from whatever has happened. And I created an energy healing program too. So if you'd like some help on this journey and you're not wanting to go to therapy right away, or you want some more like gentle energy healing or moving through some journaling prompts or different exercises on your own or different things, then I'd love to have you join Sanctuary. That's a program where we move through and we heal and unblock things, and we get to a state of clarity and peace and freedom. And we're also able to create our desired reality from there, from a space of being fully healed and letting go of whatever has happened in the past. And we can be a lot more heart-centered and empowered from there. So check the video description and click on the link for Sanctuary to join. I also have other energy healing meditations that are free on YouTube or that you can download, so check the video description for that too. I also made a separate video where I go through a bit of a meditation around healing and forgiving and bringing love to the heart chakra. So I'll link up here the forgiveness meditation, and then once that one goes away, I'll do the one for the heart chakra. So forgiveness is happening in the heart chakra, so the more we can bring love and healing to the heart, that can help us too. But depending on what type of pain you've been through or what situation happened, it could be in a different chakra, which is an energy center in your body. And so in the program Sanctuary, we fully go in and we clear and heal and balance out all the chakras. And I also have a free chakra balancing meditation, which you can download, and that's also in this video description. So check the video description for all these different tools and things that help with fully healing, because you deserve to be in a place in life where you're in an energy of peace and love and joy. And in my experience, that happens from fully healing from what we've been through, because if you've been through something traumatic or painful, then it can be really hard to just be at a state of peace and love and joy when you could temporarily be there, but then there can be like different thoughts or intrusive things that kind of come up and get you out of that place of being centered. And so when you fully go in, love the wound, and fully heal, then you can just more naturally be in a state of peace. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions and if this helped in any way. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, you'll probably like that one, so you can check it out next. And share this video with anyone you think it might help. And if you haven't subscribed already, then make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And thanks so much for being here. May you be happy, healthy, and free. Bye.